Welcome to Kult Corner, I'm Atron.
I'm Inferno.
And today we have a double feature review of Death Curse of Tartu and Sting of Death.
Both of them were made in 1966. Both of them directed by William Greffe?
Greff, yeah, something like that. We don't
something
know.
like that. And we will do Death Curse of Tartu first, since that is the first one listed on there. And that is about this group of people, and
they're hanging out in the Everglades.
Yeah, they're hanging out in the Everglades, and
there's this old Indian guy he's got his tomb down there, and they're partying around there, they're dancing, and just disturbing him, making out on his grave. You know?
And it totally pisses him off, even though he's dead. But yeah, it pisses him off because he's like a shaman guy.
Yeah.
And so he starts kind of like possessing different animals within the area, snakes, alligators, and is slowly using the animals to kill and attack the people who pissed him off. It's 3 couples, basically. Yeah. And like the first couple...
There's no third wheel.
Yeah. Plus 1 extra dude.
Yeah.
But the first couple dies by a shark attacking them while they're swimming in the Everglades.
Yeah, and one guy comments, "That can't be a shark. Hey, they don't come in here." You know?
Yeah, it's fresh water. It kills them. So, anyway,
it did probably Tartu, and is kind of a mystical form change and shape-shifting or something.
Tartu is the name of the guy. And then there's people killed by snakes. There's a girl killed by an alligator. And
but it was kind of weird that she died, like just been bit.
Yeah, she was just bit on her arm.
Yeah, and
which you could bleed
she could have hit a jugular.
maybe
hit her vein, and then she just bled out. But it didn't look like it, So it's kind of odd.
Yeah, and she died really quick for bleeding out. It's like almost instantly.
Yeah.
And eventually, there's the one couple that's left, and they get into the tomb, and they end up taking care of
Tartu. Yeah. And then he actually, which is funny, he transforms into his normal self, actually, and then they have this kind of fight scene, and, then they take Tartu down, and, that's basically it, and everybody's a happy camper, so to speak. Yeah, what's your thoughts on the makeup of Tartu?
Tartu, man.
It's kind of cheesy.
It was cheesy.
It kind of looked more voodoo than native.
Yeah, he actually did. He actually looked more like a voodoo type guy rather than Native American type guy. But
it's interesting too that he was in a coffin, because I don't think natives really bury themselves in coffins.
No,
like the old ways.
I wouldn't.
And he's left alone, and that's like there's no other tribal members.
Yeah, and strangely though, every time they kept hearing like tribal drums and
you'd hear that throughout
the movie. But
and that's basically him waking up and like causing problems and stuff, So yeah.
And anyway. That one starred Fred Pinheiro, Babette Sherrill, Bill Marcus, Myra Gomez Kemp, Sherman Hayes, and Doug Hobart was Tartu. And the second one was Sting of Death. And that one is about these people. And they are researchers. Well, the men are researchers, and one of the people there is also the daughter of the older researcher, and she's also the girlfriend of one of the younger researchers. And they are researching like man of war and other jellyfish and stuff, and they've been coming across a little bit of problems with it. And one of the guys is named Egon is he looks like he was either born with a problem or got scarred somehow or something, but his eye is kind of a little messed up. And the younger people have some friends over, and the friends like torment him and are really mean to him and chase him off and stuff. And so all of a sudden there's this creature that shows up.
Yeah, and you see the first kill where he comes up out in the water and this woman's sunbathing, and he grabs her ankle and pulls her into the pool and then kills her, so there's a creature killing people here. And
for a while, all you see are like his feet and legs and hands, which basically look like somebody in diving, equipment, like flippers and a diving suit and like diving gloves and stuff. that's been sort of painted because you see
They got
like
these
these
like tentacles too.
Yeah,
like,
sort of
the
tentacle
stinger
thing
things,
hanging down.
Yeah.
And but anyway, he goes to this party that these people are having, and he's in the swimming pool, and he kills a girl in the swimming pool. And then he gets another guy, and anywhere he touches people, they like get burned and messed up and stuff. And eventually the two doctors, the girl's dad and her boyfriend and her, go exploring and trying to find a way out and everything. And they come across Egan's house because Egan lives there, and he's not there and stuff. And she's always been nice to him. Well, come to find out that the monster actually is Egon.
And he transforms into the creature.
Yes, he created like this man of war thing, and so he's sort of like this man of war human hybrid thing, and he's killing people because he loves her. And
also he's trying to get revenge because he's tired of being teased, and he thinks they should pay for the abuse that he's taken from him.
Yeah. Yeah, and he ends up kidnapping her and taking her to his sub-water lair.
His water lair of love.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that one's actually pretty darn goofy, that movie. And actually, strangely, I don't know why they did this, but they had two separate people playing Egon and himself as the monster. Because this starred as John, the boyfriend doctor, was Joe Morrison. The main girl was Valerie Hawkins. Her dad, the doctor, was starring Jack Nagel. And Egon was played by John Vella, but when he was the monster, he was being played by Doug Hobart. Which is kind of strange because they could have actually used the same actor, I think.
Maybe he had a problem with the suit and stuff.
Maybe he didn't like the
claustrophobia or something could have played a part in that. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
So what are you going to rate Death Curse of Tartu?
I am going to give Death Curse a 5.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say 5 too. And how about Sting of Death?
Sting of Death, I liked a little smidge more, so I'm going to say 5.5.
Okay.
Like I said, smidge more.
I'm gonna say 5 with me.
Still 5. Both of them 5.
Yeah, I think there's parts. Yeah, they complement each other really well. That's probably why they put them together here. But
they're from the same year and same guy too. So
and it works. It's filmed in the same locations basically and everything.
Yeah.
So it works. So why not? Some good special features on this. This is the Something Weird Video release. If you all know Something Weird Video, they put out lots of cool extras. A lot of times the extras are better than the actual features. They do have a couple short films, a bunch of trailers here, and some sing-along kind of featurette too, which is really odd. Some cool features here. These are two campy movies, and they're just fun to watch when you've seen other things, and
you're just in the mood for something campy and stupid.
Good kind of creature features, and I enjoy these. I've seen different kinds from this era, so this is my. And
they of course have the prerequisite '60s dance numbers, and both of them were
it's totally '60s, and feel and how they dress and everything. I mean, you just got the vibe and. Yeah, so, but yeah, I mean, if you can get past the music, you might like this.
And the dancing.
Yeah, and the dancing's crazy.
Yeah, the dancing looks like they're having, like, sort of fits.
Yeah, they're convulsing or something. It's really goofy, but, yeah, that's the 60s for you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, so, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Hail to horror!
Hail horror!
Thunderbird International Pictures presents The Death Curse of Tartu, a legend black with evil and red with the blood of innocent youth. Photographed in the forbidding depths of the Florida Everglades, this is the incredible story of an archaeological excursion planned as an educational adventure and ending as a blood-spattered nightmare of incarnate hallucinations. Cold and slimy creatures without mercy hunt and kill, controlled by the soul of a rotting corpse. They danced over the grave of Tartu, who was restless in his coffin, and made passionate love on his burial mound until...
Julie, what is it?
They faced the terrible reality of the death curse of Tartu. Was it really a killer shark in the swamp waters? Or was it Tartu, who had sworn vengeance on all who disturbed his grave?
If we sit here and wait, it's only a matter of time until Tartu will destroy us all.
Thrilled to the heart-stopping suspense of scenes that spare no detail of horror. See the bloody massacre of terrified youngsters as Tartu the Witch Doctor returns to wreak vengeance. See the death curse of Tartu.
Blue water and red blood. Thunderbird International Pictures presents Sting of Death, featuring the voice of Neil Sedaka. See a scientific dream turn into a nightmare of terror.
I've got to go out on the reef. Fine. Egon, help me with the party.
As Neil Sedaka sings, teenagers dance in happy abandon, unaware that cruel, merciless death stalks the dancers.
Do what you did when you did what you do.
See the gory, mutilated victims of the caress that kills, the horrible sting of death.
John, the door's closed. I'm going to check on Karen.
A race with madness through the menacing wilderness of the Florida Everglades, while a man-made monster strikes at will. This is what happens when science tampers with the mysteries of the sea and creates a creature that is half madman and half a slimy, tentacled underwater horror. A happy excursion to the beach turns into the indescribable horror of mutilation and agony.
This is awful. What else is going to be happening? Horrible, horrible things are going through my mind.
See the jellyfish monster, the man whose brain is warped and whose body is covered with the stinging tentacles of the jellyfish. Thunderbird International Pictures presents Sting of Death, coming soon to this theater.